They sent me an email or called me, I forget, and asked me if I would do the cover for the next issue of Time, and I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. You know, what is it? And they said, well, we can't say what it is, but we want you to make a portrait of Barack Obama. And I'm like, okay, the only mystery at Time magazine is a Person of the Year issue. And they're calling me and asking me if they can commission me to do a cover, and they want a picture of Obama. I'm like, okay, so Obama's a Person of the Year. You can't tell anybody, but he's a Person of the Year. Okay. So I started making, they said they wanted something that was red, white, and blue to show the electoral divide. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, they want another Shepard Fairey image, you know, like, that's not what I do. I don't make posters, you know, and I don't want to do that. I don't want it to look anything like his. So I started making all these different works and incorporating red and blue in it to show the electoral divide, which I didn't think was really the right way to go about depicting Obama, but they felt like it was at the time. So I started making all these different sculptures and portraits of Obama, incorporating red, white, and blue in various ways. And it just kind of wasn't working out. You know, I kept sending them the images. They're like, oh yeah, it's great, you know, but they weren't like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know, they weren't going crazy over it, which is what I was waiting for. And I'm like, that's not the right reaction, you know. And then finally, 4 days before it was due, I sent him an image, and the guy responded. He's like, this is unbelievable. This is incredible. This is amazing. You're blowing my mind. And I was like, that's exactly what I've been waiting for, you know. So I went ahead and finished that work and got it to him the night before it was due, the night that it was due. And they said, well, okay, we got it. It's fantastic. Tune into the Today Show tomorrow at 7 a.m. and you'll find out whether or not we used your image. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So I'm sitting there at a gas station because I don't have a TV. Sitting there at the gas station eating this really crappy sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and watching the Today Show. And he holds it up, and it's just not my work. But I understand if they can't go in that direction because they're in this business where they've got to make these decisions, and they got to make them on the fly, and they have to do what's right, you know. And sometimes people's feelings will get hurt, promises might get broken, and I understand that's okay.
Murphy has plans of continuing as an artist after his final semester here at Georgia College this spring of year 2013.
I'm not actually where I want to be with my career yet. Like, public art is a niche that I want to be tapped into, and I kind of want to dominate it, you know, because there's really not very many people applying for public art projects, and there's millions and millions of dollars every year in the United States for public art projects. And there's usually like 20 people who apply for these projects, and they have budgets of like $500,000, $250,000. So that's kind of what I've been literally spending the last 18 years just preparing myself and building up my resume to get into that market and really be like this kind of go-to person in that field.